and pots those fantastic balls we know he can, he's got every chance.
Okay, first objective completed. He's got one on the scoreboard.
Yeah, not the best break-off shot, though, from Judd. Looks as though it'd be difficult to
Turn that
get
off, please. Thank you.
position on the black as the mobile phone goes off. They are warned by MC Rob Walker to check they're off, but some people forget.
Please turn it off.
So John giving this every consideration. It's just off straight, he could run back up the table. The pink may be available into the right middle. Yeah, good solid pots, and considering the mobile phone going off and the fact that he had to get back down on the shot twice, he cued that really well.
That's a very poor shot from John Higgins. Didn't want to make contact with the pack. Okay, he's still on the red he played for, but
6.
wanted to screw past the blue. Screw past the pack, I should say. Didn't get into the cue ball. Rescued it well. That's a sign his right arm is still a bit restricted. It's not completely relaxed and composed into this match yet.
Well, that was a nice kiss on the blue. That's left him nicely on this red. Still not certain about the availability of the black. Pink will go to the right middle, but may feel better to go back up for the blue.
11.
And landed perfectly on it. Somewhere in the circle will be perfect.
$60. $70.
Yeah, the reason John put the circle there, that was the red that John Higgins was desperate to get rid of. Let's get this black into the open. One more red and then he'll try to finish low
24.
on the remaining low red, the remaining open red I should say, so he can
25.
bring some more reds from the bunch into open play. It's not the best pack to go into off the black. He's overhit this. And you see the slight grimace. It's not what he played. So he's going to have to go into them. Now, I'd prefer to go into this pack from high in the black. You can see the three reds are in a straight line. And there's not a massive contact to go into them from level with the black. He's got no
33.
angle at all. Unlike John Higgins.
Yeah, he might just feel he can force it to come off the side cushion, but well, he's trying to stun into them. Can he generate the power? Well, there's a red on. Or is there? We'll just settle for the 7 points.
Yeah, and that's when I said earlier about Judd Trump being able to play shots that other players can't play. I'm sure he would have been able to force with topspin the black off the left cushion and go into the bunch from the left-hand side. I'm sure that the white's not in.
John Higgins.
So, bit of a shaky start from John Higgins still. Didn't have control of the cue ball at all in that break.
Yeah, and I, like you, thought he could have run through there and come off the side cushion, just settle for the 7 points, but this is an excellent safety shot from Judd. That is a cracker. Don't come much better than that, and he's opened the reds, and John Higgins, he's under a bit of pressure now to get this safe.
Foul.
Well, there seems to be a slightly heavy contact there. I think that's the reason the cue ball swung a little bit wide and went in off. Going in off, of course, it gives Judd a chance of this long red to the left corner. Knocked a couple of these in the first frame, so should be feeling confident about it. Nicely in. The cue ball needs to stop short of the baulk line or get a nice kiss on the green. Neither really. Thin green, dangerous.
Judd Trump, 1.
See the pot success very early, obviously, but it's just you'd like to start matches well, and you can't start much better than that. 100% pot success rate. This is on this red along the cushion. Risky, may not play it. These have been going in this World Championship and at pace.
Just wide, just wide. Now he thought he'd get the cover with the black, which he has. Can John Higgins swerve round and get to the red over the corner? The problem is it's right in the jaws. Just looking from behind the pocket, I don't think he can.
Yeah, I think the red that's closest to the cue ball is stopping him come off the side cushion, is it? Maybe not. Yeah, he's not happy. He may have to use a bit of side. A little bit left-hand side just to square the angle. He's not happy with that shot either.
Yeah, and as I say, he can't swerve to get to the cushion. With it being jaws of the pocket, he could miss the red completely. But as you say, the normal way would be to come off the right-hand side cushion as we look and pot the red. You'd think for someone of John's class it'd be a formality, but he's so close to that other red, it's stopping him hitting the natural angle. He's having another look, but as Stephen said, he needs a bit of left-hand side here to straighten it up. This is risky. It was risky.
Foul.
He tried to straighten it up with a bit of side. You'll consider he was unlucky there. And I couldn't disagree with him. That's why we say this game is all about fractions. A little bit of running the ball here or there certainly helps. Played that nicely. He'll be leaving the red over the corner as a sort of insurance if he runs out of good position on a red. And also, there'd be no harm in playing for maybe a red in the middle of the table and knocking that onto the red over the corner. Because as we've always said, that when a red's in the jaw of the pocket, it's never easy to guarantee how the cue ball's going to come out. Well, there, for me, he tried to just nudge the black away from the top cushion and make it into a better possible position. As I say, he's still got this one, not one red onto the other. Can't see it going wrong. But it's left him a testy black here.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange shot off the blue he played. This is definitely missable. But well played. So already early in this match, this is a big moment.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Yeah, off the blue, I think he was just trying to flick the black away from the top cushion, put it in a more possible position, but he's got a great opportunity here now. And you were saying earlier on, Stephen, about the Ricky Walden match where he started off well. He just knows he can't drop his guard against John Higgins.
But this is when got to keep the hammer down on John Higgins. Oh, has he missed that red? That's an unforced error. Okay, he was bridging over, but he had nothing to do with the cue ball. It's a disappointing end to that break.
Yeah, and as we always say, you cannot miss when you're in, and that's what he's done. And as Stephen said, disappointing because all he had to do was drop the red in, was bound to be on the black.
One.
When you've got two great players playing in matches like this, it's whoever wins the match sometimes can be determined by who wins the most frames that they're not supposed to, rather than the ones they get in and make century breaks. That was a frame that Judd Trump wasn't supposed to win, but he could have.
8.
Ones are so important in top level snooker.
No.
So this black will put him 19 points in front while he's looking at the pink. But he needs the pink and 2 more reds and colours to clinch the frame at this visit. Just looking at this situation, assume the pink spot isn't available. We go on the highest available, which it turns out to be the green spot, but that doesn't bother John. These 2 reds, 2 blacks. I'll put him past the winning line in this frame. We always say you never really settle until you get your first frame on the scoreboard.
23.
And Judd Trump has just let John off the hook here, you feel?
24.
And this black will put John 34 ahead with just 27 remaining.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good a player you are, even a 4 times world
31.
champion, he'd be mightily relieved to have seen Judd Trump take that red over the corner pocket. He's looked
33.
a little bit shaky in these first couple of frames, John Higgins, but he's still going to be 1 each.
John Higgins, 33. And the frame.
Judd Trump concedes, so it is John Higgins who wins his second frame and levels the match at 1 frame each.